Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the Old Dominion Monarchs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Broncos will put total leather and will get started. So Old Dominion's offense takes the field. If you look at this game on paper, it really be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Duggar. He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the Monarchs will punt it away on fourth down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So Boise State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll try it over the left side. Got the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Monarchs will call on their punt team.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He uncorks a bullet to the right. There he goes. set up first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Broncos will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Buys a little time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Slithers into space. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Boise State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. Gonna run it. It's Browning. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground and try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds, a couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's the Heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now improvising. He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Duggar. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Browning.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busted loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Owens. Touchdown, Monarchs! A great catch and run for 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught near the sticks. It's Garrison. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Garrison. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
How many 1st downs is that alone just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Pulls it in. It's Lanier. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense lining up for a first down play. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Quickly to the tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds his man. It's Bates. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Monarchs in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boise State ready to send up that offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun to give, looking for room. Crosses to 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling a little bit.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found with open space. The band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to UAB. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is
picked off. What a play to set him up. Running free. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Duggar. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to the ground game on the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Punts it out of the air. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Got his man downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Broncos have it with a first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Longo. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up...
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop. Or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to UAB. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Monarchs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Just going to keep it after the snap. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Duggar. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometime.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Grabs it in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.